Oof, whoa, hello? Hello? Excuse me. Hey, guys, we're back. Been a while since I've been on here, huh? Is my sound high? I actually didn't check that. Bump that up just a bit. Alright, hey guys. And now that we're back, I want to start this a little bit festively. Well, considering I also haven't, started this. And I really should before the event ends. It's time for the Sub-Zero's Festival. Oh, it's all the way over there. What? Okay. But anyways, it's nice to be back. Been a while since I played Genshin. Well, on here at least. But yeah, I've been looking forward to this little festival. Especially after everything that happened last time. In the Archon quest. Sup. Please be voice acted. Last one wasn't. Not. Of course it would be. The gang's all here. Why does it feel like my headphones are like loud? Oh, you know what it probably is? I probably turned the sound down on this. I'll check that out later. What? Tainara, you really didn't say anything here. Oh, and please be careful. The last thing we want is for her to find out about our plan. Don't worry about that. Mercenaries can keep a secret, like our lives depend on it. I'm not sure this scenario is quite that extreme. You know what I mean, Candice. It's a figure of speech. Are there like, is there a strike going on right now? Is that why they didn't get the voices? I got Paimon. Traveler doesn't speak that much. Still kind of nervous. It's not that I'm scared I'll let something slip. It's just, what if she suddenly shows up behind me without warning? They should have maybe postponed this event, because this is an important one. Unless these guys don't really show up that much. Jeez, it's so... nothing, I swear. I don't know anything. You don't know. I'm not hiding anything. Definitely hiding something. Calm down, Kole. At least check who it is before you freak out. Traveler, Paimon, fancy meeting you here. Great to see you all. Oh, it's you. You scare me half to death. But, like when I lose focus in class, and Master Tainari suddenly shows up behind me, but even scarier. Are you here for the Sub-Zero's Festival?
Yep, festivals are always so fun. It seemed like the perfect time to come back and hang out with all of our friends.
See, that's the thing about, like, games like this that are just constantly doing, like, new stuff that could be voice acted. If there is a strike, or, like, something like that, and then they have, like, new events that should be voice acted, there's a strong chance you're gonna run into this at least one time. And I do know, like, striking is important. You gotta make sure that, your voices are heard with all that kind of stuff. I just really feel like Genshin should have pushed this event back just a bit. Maybe the timing just didn't, like... They really were planning on doing it this time. I don't know. Wonder if, like, Nahida is at least voice acted. I don't know. I guess it depends if they're in, like, the Union, I think. This one is extra special. I heard from Master that the Academia is planning a grand birthday celebration for the Denjo Archon. Perhaps it's a small attempt to make amends for their past behavior.
You came at the perfect time! A grand celebration calls for even more good food and fun than usual! But what were you gossiping about just now? Paimon heard something about a secret.
Over here, you two. I'll explain everything in private. Excuse me. Whisper, whisper. We're preparing a birthday surprise for the Denjo Archon. Oh, num. It was Dia's idea, actually. Say that 5 times fast. Oh, well, it was just something that occurred to me while talking with Dunyarzad. The Sub-Zero's festival always seems to follow the same formula, so I figured a change of pace would be nice. Dunyarzad likes the idea, and so did the others, so we got the ball rolling pretty quickly. If we want this to be a surprise, the fewer people who know, the better. We're dealing with the God of Wisdom here. A single slip of the tongue is enough to spoil the whole thing.
Yeah, that all makes sense. So, do we have to keep talking like this until the festival ends?
So anyway, we've only asked a few of our friends to help out, since they happen to have some free time.
So what exactly are you planning?
Well, we heard the Dendro Archon loves candy, so we want to take advantage of that. We're also planning a birthday meal after the carriage parade, so we'll have a half Mua or half Mua? Maybe half Mua feast as well. We left most of the specifics to Kave. Right now, all we need to do is purchase the food and decorations. Is there anything we can do to help?
Yeah, put us to work! Now that we're in on the plan, we should do something to contribute!
Genshin Impact, but only Paimon has voice lines. Hey Candice, weren't you looking for some help? For someone to help you with the shopping? Yeah, I've been in the desert so long. I was worried I wouldn't be the best judge of goods around here. We can help with that. As long as it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. We're more than happy to help.
Hey, seems like you're really learning your manners, Paimon. I'll happily take you up on the offer then. Alright, it's settled. Tainari will book the venue, Dunyarzad and I will take care of the decorations, and you three are on food.
Ooh, so exciting! This is gonna be the best birthday surprise Nahida could ask for!
Shush! I want to take a picture of this.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Gotta keep it a secret.
Give her surprises. Chromatic code of Candies and Roses, first gift. Whatever. It's the little sprout. Don't. Masood, known as the Phantom Toy Master, is at Sub-Zero's Festival recommending his new game to guests. Okay, so these are the events. Mapping Dreams and Reality. And Shadow of the Knight's Blade. Go shopping with Candice. First things first. Where's the audio? Bump this up. Whoa! Much better. Yeah, dialogue volume is up and like everything else is up, but like... Let me collect these.
Be up to. Never mind.
Might actually be a
Let
little
them
bit...
do as they please.
Hope the sound is good. Sounds a little bit louder on my ends now. That's kind of funny. do. Woo. I should really have Farina. She could just walk across this.
Witness my magnificent!
Bam, bam, bam.
Whoa, there's all kinds of delicious scents in the air today. The sea breeze in Port Ormos isn't even enough to cover them up.
This is the final stop of the carriage parade. So many vendors decided to set up their stalls in advance. The city must be more lively than usual. The same goes for Aru Village. Everyone's doing their part to make this a truly unforgettable Truly unforgettable Sub-Zero's festival. And can I even talk?
Well, with all these vendors, there's no way we're going back empty-handed. Just leave the haggling to us.
Alright, then let's, what? What's wrong? I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. Let's go to that store and place an order.
Welcome! What can I get for you today?
We'd like to place an order for the Sub-Zero's festival. Could you have them ready for pickup after the parade?
Ah, no problem at all. What'll it be?
Yeah, it's definitely like very jarring just hearing like voice acting and then nothing. We'll take 3 orders of masala cheese balls, potato boats, curry, shrimp, and 10 orders of pani puri.
1 sec. Let me jot this down. Potato boats,
One second.
curry. All right. We'll have that ready as scheduled. That's a fairly sizable order.
Excuse me. Does that mean we can expect a discount?
Of course. Let me see. That should come to 29,000 mora, but you can have it for 26,000. How's that sound?
Pretty good. How about 23? How about 20,000?
Huh?
Wow, she really went for it.
Ah, that's a bit tricky. We're going to be fairly busy that day, and we're setting aside all these ingredients for your order.
What if I add 5 orders of samosas? Would that help lower the price?
Well, in that case, the most I can offer is 20% off.
Great, we'll take it. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. Thank you for your order.
So it turns out Candice is way better at haggling than us?
Is that a roasted carrot? Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, something you wanted to add to your order, miss?
No, I just want to remind you to keep an eye on the fire you've got going there. If you let it burn too long, it could become a safety hazard.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I replaced the charcoal earlier today, so it should be...
Oh, shoot.
Whoa! There's so much smoke!
Oh,
Smoker's lung paimon. Are you alright?
I'm fine, thanks. It's just... That was so strange.
Was it the wind generator?
It's certainly possible. I had a similar problem not too long ago. I thought switching to this one would fix the issue, but...
We can look into the true cause of the problem a bit later. What matters now is that you're alright. Need any water? I've got some on me.
I'm alright. It seems like you got a good eye, miss. Just wish your warning came a little earlier. Probably could have avoided this scenario entirely. In any case, I'll definitely fix the stove today, so don't worry about any delays.
Take your time. Your health and safety are more important. I'll just leave the deposit here.
Sounds good. See you soon.
That was a close call. Good thing you're fast on your feet, Candice.
How did you know something was wrong with the stove? I guess you could call it a gut feeling. It's hard to describe.
Well, where should we go next? Preferably somewhere without any fire hazards. Paimon's still a little traumatized by what happened.
Never noticed, but there's like a bird back here. Let's go buy some fruit. We need to make the candy.
Sounds good. It's been a while since we had the
Candy
chance to
time.
shop at Port Ormos. Maybe we can pick up some other things along the way.
Keep shopping. Whoa.
Let's see. The fruit stand should be that way. Candice, are you okay?
Boxes. Oh, that is... Watch out! Are you okay, little one?
I'm fine. Thank you, miss.
What happened?
That crate came out of nowhere. Luckily, Candice saved that little girl before she got hit.
Where are your parents, child?
They're at the tavern by the harbor. But I got bored, so I came out to play.
We're safe now, little one. Just be careful next time.
Go back to your parents now, child.
Okay.
Whose crates are these? They're mine. How many times have I told you not to leave heavy objects by the road? When are you gonna learn?
I'm sorry. It's just... we ran out of storage on our latest shipment.
And?
Nothing. I'll take care of it right away. I won't do it again.
Thank you, everyone. I should have been keeping a closer eye on everything. It's lucky you were here, Miss Candice. I really don't know how things would have turned out otherwise.
It was... Excuse me. Sorry, I had to do something real quick. It was nothing. Don't blame yourself, Sheriff. I understand just how difficult it is to look after a whole region. Still, with the festival coming, we need your vigilance more than ever.
I always feel like I could use an extra pair of eyes during Sabzura's season. I appreciate the reminder, Miss Candice. Anyway, you were probably in the middle of something, so I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the festival!
That was some quick thinking, Candice. It was like you leapt into action before the crate even started to fall.
Like you knew what was going to happen all along. Actually, I did see something. I saw the crate fall before it happened.
Wait, you mean you saw the future?
Yes, something similar happened with the stove. I saw what was about to happen, the Eye of Prophecy. I don't think it's related to my amber eye. Growing up, it's never shown me any kind of strange phenomena. But ever since this morning, I've seen things that don't match with reality, and after a few seconds they actually come to pass.
Have you told anyone else about this?
Not yet. I still haven't determined if this is the true power of prophecy, and I don't want to make everyone worry. But why did it come on so suddenly? Nothing out of the ordinary, really. I prayed to the gods, made my plan for the day, then went to meet my friends. Although, if I had to think of something, I did buy this gem along the way.
Whoa, it's beautiful!
There's something about it. So you sense it too. This gem seems to contain traces of unusual elemental energy. I only bought it because it piqued my interest.
Could the gem be the source of the visions?
It's certainly possible. Here, try it for yourself. Maybe you'll see something as well. I don't think anything happened. I assume it only happens, like, if something is about to happen. So it doesn't work for just anyone. Perhaps there's some kind of trigger condition. Or it could be because of my connection to Lord Alhamar.
Maybe we could ask the others.
Everyone's been so busy preparing for the festival. I really don't want to trouble them with something so trivial. Luckily, I don't have too many responsibilities over the next few days, so I can investigate on my own. It's part of my duty as guardian. We can help too. Even better. Having your company is like sitting around a bonfire with trusted companions. Your presence puts people at ease. Alright, let's finish our shopping first. Then we can investigate the gem. At the very least, we should ask around the merchant circles for information on its origins.
Speaking of merchants, Paimon can think of someone who's always in the know. Although getting information out of her is definitely gonna cost us.
Oh, Dory. Ah, do you mean Dory? I've heard people talk about her in Aru Village before.
Yep, that's the one. But she's pretty touchy when it comes to Mora, so it's best not to haggle too much.
You purchased the fruits on the shopping list. The vendors tell you where to find Dory. The same place she always is. Oops. A water cap. Here are the goods you asked for as promised. All the best quality, I assure you. Can I interest you in any of my newest offerings before you go? Bing! No? Well, see you around then.
Dory!
Oh, if it isn't my most valued customers. And Miss Candice. Now this is getting interesting. What brings the guardian of our village to my neck of the woods? All my business in the desert is strictly above board, I assure you. You misunderstand, Miss Dory. We're just here for some information. Oh, you're in the market for some intel. Well, you've come to the right place. I love dealing in information. It's easy to carry, and even easier to hike up the price. Oh, which is always very reasonable, of course. I bought a rather peculiar gem this morning, and I have the name of the merchant who sold it to me. I want to ask the merchant about the craftsmen that cut this gem, and where they got their ore. Ah, so you're looking to track them down. Not an easy job. It'll come at a hefty price. Well, we don't necessarily have to track down the specific person. If you have a way of obtaining the information I seek in a story, I would be happy to compensate you for your services as well. Dang. Excuse me. I can find a person, no problem. But it's not as lucrative. I have a few connections who work with gemstones, but I'm better off charging them for the information directly. Well, now you're just asking the impossible. Those kinds of things tend to be trade secrets. It won't be easy to get that information, even for the great Lord Sangamabe. Just name your price. Oh, you've said the magic words. If you insist. Now, let me see. There's the cost of travel, the gifts I'll have to buy. I'm thinking around 200,000 more.
Yikes, that's steep.
That exceeds our budget, I'm afraid. Can you go any lower? Well, Aru Village has done me a few favors in the past, so I think I can strike a deal. Why don't you make me an offer? How about 50,000 more? Excuse me? That's even more aggressive than back at the market. Something wrong. That's usually the going rate for this kind of intel in the desert. Impossible! I wouldn't even be able to put food on the table at that rate. Can't do it. Nope. What's with all those, like, movements? Ah, what a shame. What about 30,000 more, then? That's even lower! 30,000 more, plus food and shelter, and security detail whenever you're in our village. I'll throw in a few tax exemptions as well. How's that sound? Our village certainly has some promising business opportunities. Securing the protection of the local guardian isn't actually a bad trade. I'm not the only one profiting from this deal, though. I bet she only made that offer so our village could benefit from more business activity, too. What a scary woman. Alright. After some reflection, I've decided to forego all profit for this venture. 30,000 it is. And now I know why people call you the #1 merchant in Sumeru. Your generosity is truly unmatched. Of course. You're an esteemed client, Miss Candice. I stand to gain from your friendship than anything else. I stand more to gain from your friendship than anything else. That sentence really tripped me up. So who cares about the Mora? If that's the case, then... And by that I mean we landed the perfect price. 30,000 as agreed. I'm just gonna have to treat my gem contact to a 500 Mora food stall instead. I really have to go out of my way to get this intel, so I'll need some time. Why don't you come by tomorrow? Of course, thank you, Miss Story. You've been a huge help. Traveler, you've only just made it back to Sumeru. Why don't you take some time for yourself? I'll handle the rest of the orders.
Really? Paimon feels kind of bad, though. We didn't turn out to be much help.
Don't say that. I dragged you into my own personal investigation. I should be the one apologizing. It was nothing. Don't worry about it. Noble as always. May the gods protect you, traveler. And you, Miss Story. Safe travels. I'll see you tomorrow. Yep. Take care. Eight o'clock. Oh, just the same spot. Oh no, there's incense.
Candies, you're here!
It's gonna get us again.
Have you seen Dory?
She just left. I got here early and she had already started doing business, so we wrapped things up right away. She left the city as soon as I handed her the travel permit and tax waiver I promised.
Wow, she sure didn't waste any time. So, how'd it go? Did she tell you where the gem came from?
Yes, according to the local gem merchants, the ore was retrieved from a nameless ruin in the desert several months ago. The ruin is in very poor condition, and even the writing on the walls is nearly impossible to read. Jory mentioned something even more concerning, though. Apparently, the craftsman made another gem just like this one.
So there's two?
Yes, the ore had a crack in the middle. The craftsman believed it would be impossible to repair, so they turned it into 2 gems instead.
So where's the other gem now?
That's exactly what I'd like to know. If this gem truly provides the power of foresight, the consequences could be detrimental in the wrong hands. Funnily enough, I heard a caravan was robbed just this morning in a remote part of the desert.
You think it's related to the other gem?
Can't say for sure, but I do know this. Only small-scale caravans, or ones carrying important goods on travel on remote paths like that, and their routes are highly confidential. So what you're saying is, whoever attacked the caravan was able to predict its exact location. It's certainly possible.
Sounds like we need to investigate the site of the robbery. But what about the preparations for the Sub-Zero's festival?
Dia said we can meet up with everyone later. If we hurry, we should be able to be back in time. Of course, if you have other plans, don't feel obligated to come with me.
Hey, we're in this together. There's no way we're backing out now.
Let's head out. I should have known you'd say that. Thank you for all your help. Give her sweetness. Off we go. It's so weird not having, like, was it phlogiston out here? I believe the robbery took place not too far from here.
Wow, we really are in the middle of nowhere.
Well, it's the desert. Traveler, Paimon, over here. Do you sense that? Doo-doo. I sense a trace amount of elemental energy. Exactly. Among the desert tribes... Many among the desert tribes are capable of wielding elemental energy. The same is true for the Eremites. Some use that power to attack caravans and earn quick mora.
Wait, are those broken planks over there?
Yes, all that's left of the transport wagon, I would imagine. Strange, the wood looks charred. Was there an explosion? I see traces of activity over there. Let's follow the road and see what we can find. Looks like something left. Oh, what? Sorry, I'm gonna move out of your way. The traces are pointing that way. Let's go up. Oh, kind of sinking in the sand now. Shouldn't be far now.
Oh, I can't believe this. We made sure to pick a remote path and we still got ambushed.
Excuse me, sorry for the interruption.
Ah! Who's there?
I'm Candice, the guardian of our village, trying to learn more about the robbery that took place this morning.
Guardian? Calm down. I think we're safe. Pretty sure stealing's not in a guardian's job description.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Don't mind him. Some of our guys are still on edge after the robbery this morning.
I can sympathize, of course. There's no need to be nervous. Although, is this where you plan to set up camp? The caravan Rabat isn't far, you know.
The robbery took everything from us. We can't just let that slide, so I'm taking my men to confront them and get back some of what they stole at least.
I would caution against that, especially when it looks like you're low on rations as it is. In the desert, impulsivity and overconfidence can be fatal. What was it that you were transporting? I mean, sheesh, when it gets to nighttime, like that's the one thing a lot of people don't get, is that the desert is blazing hot in the morning, then at night it's freezing cold.
Hazardous materials.
At least I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Hazardous materials? Excuse me.
For the love of... You can't just say that. Listen, it was just some firecrackers and fireworks. That's all.
Excuse me. Oh, that's why it exploded.
But that's what the crates had written on them.
They're fireworks. What else would they be labeled as? Perishable goods? Ugh, just ignore him, please. As you can see, some of my guys aren't particularly bright. If the guards at Caravan Rebot hear of this, we'll get questioned all over again.
So the charred marks on the planks are from fireworks? And where were you sending those goods?
To some tribal camps in the desert. Everybody's looking to celebrate with the Sub-Zero's festival coming up. Even small businesses like us got a share of the orders. Mostly the long-distance transports that no one else wanted.
I see. Could you describe the robbery to us?
Well, it was like this. We had just set out on the remote path when...
A web of thorns and vines suddenly blocked our way.
Vines?
What? No, why would there be vines in the desert? Our wagon got stuck in the sand. That's what happened. I'm sure it was a trap. After that,
Bombs started falling from the sky.
So maybe the fireworks.
Bombs?
Excuse me.
ugh, just stop talking. That robbery messed you up more than I thought. Don't listen to his nonsense. He's just a bit shaken up by what happened. Anyway, as we were trapped, the bandits started firing rockets at us, which made a lot of the fireworks go off. In the middle of all the chaos, they ran off with the rest of our stuff.
Did you see what they looked like?
No, we couldn't really see anything. There was sand everywhere, and we were more preoccupied with getting out alive. Although, I did notice that one of the bandits had this green stone.
That's exactly what you wanted to hear. Did it look anything like this?
Yes, exactly like that. I just couldn't make sense of it. If you already have something that valuable, why go after our cheap firecrackers?
Unless the hazardous materials were targeted for some other reason. Alright, I think I understand the situation. Thank you for your cooperation. I would still urge you to head to Caravan Rabat and report the incident. For your own safety, don't let your anger lead you to do something foolish.
Well, all right. We'll just take another quick break before we head over.
Good, let's go. Alright, we should be out of earshot. So what do you think, Traveler? I'm not sure about their goods or their identity. Probably their goods. Yes, I feel the same way. Their leader was clearly hiding something. I think we can safely say those weren't simple firework shipments. And now, whatever hazardous materials that they were transporting have fallen to the hands of another group of bandits.
So one group of bad guys attacked the other?
It's very possible. In any case, our biggest concern right now is that group of the group that currently has the goods, and what their goal may be. The Sub-Series Festival is coming up. I see what you mean. Their methods were precise and effective. It's very likely that they're exploiting the visions granted by this gem. The situation could be even more precarious than we thought. I don't think we should hide this any longer. Let's head back to Caravan Rabat and explain the situation to the guards. Also, one more thing I forgot to mention to you guys. I am planning on playing Undertale Yellow soon. Probably the stream right after this one. So expect that coming up like super soon. Like I went and downloaded it, I got everything like set up. So that'll be pretty fun. I figure since we had like a lot of fun with Deltarune and Undertale. Well, no, I never played Undertale. Since we had a lot of fun with Deltarune, Chapter 1 and 2, I think that'll be pretty fun. Rest here for now, you two. I'll be back as soon as I've spoken to the guards. Wonder if I should play like some Undertale mods.
Paimon hopes the Sub-Zero's festival doesn't get ruined. Things are turning out to be more complicated than we expected.
Oh? And what things would those be? Sounds like something the General Mahamatra should know about.
What are you doing here?
I'm here on business, investigating an unusual robbery case.
Wait, could it be the same one we've been investigating?
Sounds like you've been hard at work.
Just doing my duty. By the way, I brought something that I think might help with the investigation.
Do you?
Here, have some Patisara pudding.
Do you sound a little different?
Okay, thanks.
Well, find any clues? They say the proof is in the pudding, after all.
Did you have to tell that joke when Paimon had a mouthful of pudding? She almost choked.
Very funny. Don't tell me you did all that just to make a joke.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand. Tell me more about this robbery case of yours. I see. So you and Candice already did a preliminary investigation.
Yep, Candace can tell you the rest when she gets back. That merchant group was really suspicious.
All right, you can leave the rest to me. On a different note, do you have any other plans for the day?
Oh, we'll probably head back with Candace. We're meeting up with everyone to prepare for the
Paimon,
super awesome dinner we're planning tonight.
the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Sano's working quarters aren't too far from the Hidas. Did Tainari tell him about the surprise?
Strange. Sounds like you're hiding something from me.
It clearly sounds like we're hiding something from you. We are not good at hiding it.
What? No, not at all. We'd never do anything like that.
Do you know why henna berries can't tell a lie?
Why?
Because they're always going to be red straight through.
Oh. Huh, good one.
You think so? Then tell me your secret.
Seriously, there's no secret.
Is that so? You're not afraid of ending up like the bass in the lake?
What?
Bass in the lake.
Because they always wind up eating their worms.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, who knew being interrogated by the General Mahamatra was this miserable?
That's how he always gets the information he needs. Oh no. They fear him because of his jokes, as well as his strength. Someone's being interrogated. Did I miss something?
Candice! Thank goodness you're back. Please save us.
Thank goodness you're back. Please save us. What happened? Can't be anything too bad if Sano's grinning from ear to ear.
Nice to see you, Candice. The Traveler already updated me on everything, so you can leave the robbery case to me. But when I asked about their plans this afternoon, they started dodging my questions.
Because they're somewhat good at keeping secrets. Somewhat. This afternoon, aren't we heading back to Port Ormos to work on the surprise?
Candice! It's supposed to be a secret!
Yes, and she's the one who's arranging it. Well, Dia's arranging it, but you know. It's alright. Sano's always been part of the plan.
What? Why didn't you say something sooner?
Because he likes watching you squirm, which I sympathize with.
Well, once you told me about the case, I realized I might not make it this afternoon. I was going to ask you to tell the group, but you decided to end the conversation.
Seriously? So we had to listen to a couple of Sino jokes for nothing?
It was 3 jokes, actually. Alright, we never told you... Right, we never told you who was involved. Apologies, that was our mistake.
Well, with that resolved, could you tell the group I've got a case? Oh, and these are the items I was supposed to get. Could you take them back with you?
Sure thing, we've got this.
I would hope so. I just handed it to you.
Oh.
Oh, enough already!
Meet up in Port Ormos. I swear, Sano. I will have my vengeance. Alright, where are we headed now? Actually, is my lights acting up? There we go. Where am I headed? I'm going this way. I would think that, like, wouldn't the festivities take place in the city? You know what, actually, now that I think about it, it's probably the best place to plan for every— Oh, you did not let me use my glider.
We're back. Finally free from all those terrible jokes.
I rarely get to spend time with Sino outside of work. I'm sure he's just happy you came back for the Sub-Zero's festival.
That explains why he had all those jokes ready to go even while on the job. Paimon will never understand how he doesn't give himself a cringe attack. Candice? Did you have another vision?
No, it was just a cringe attack. Yes, I saw 2 people enter the alley over there. They seemed suspicious. I think they were talking about something dangerous.
Dangerous? Maybe they're the bandits from earlier.
Did you see what they looked like? No, unfortunately. The visions are very blurry. I could only catch a few words and some vague images.
Then let's sneak up on them. If they're the ones looking to cause trouble during the Sub-Zero's festival, we should catch them in the act.
No. No, nothing? Secret signal. Explosion goes off.
Hey, did you hear that? Sounds like they're talking about something dangerous.
Let's try to get closer. Alright, who is it? When passes by on the flower carriage, we'll launch it. Excuse me. Factor in the object's trajectory. Completely foolproof. Stop your planning at once. Huh? Is something wrong? Kaveh and...
Wait, it's you two? Oh, what kind of terrible plan were you talking about just now? Something about explosions and the flower carriage?
Probably setting up the fireworks. The connections we make reveal a lot about the mind. The fact that you went to a dark place simply shows the way you think. Honestly, Paimon, what did you think we were doing? We were just discussing the birthday surprise. Not long ago. Like I said, that's not it. We have more than just a heartless transactional relationship. You're overthinking the whole thing. It was your theory in the first place. That Merak disappeared after working for you. All this time without anything in return. I think I'm allowed some dramatics. Merak hasn't come back since I sent it out for coffee. Perhaps seeing the underlings, the academia, pick up coffee for their seniors taught Merak something about its own situation. You're saying I treat Merak like my inferior? I would never. I'm just worried Merak had some sort of awful experience and decided to run away. Maybe something triggered an existential crisis, and Merak became so angry about its mechanical existence, decided to never come back. It's certainly an imaginative conclusion. No, that's impossible. I created Merak myself, and I perform regular maintenance every week. There's no way Merak would be that heartless. And here you are in Port Ormos, telling me all this when I'm supposed to be working. It's good I ran into you, actually. I was hoping you could take a look at my proposal. Huh. I thought you were confident in your abilities. It's not like that. I just want to confirm the route for the flower carriage. Unfortunately, I know nothing about the route for the flower carriage. What? You're not involved in the festival at all? The Academia couldn't convince you to help out? Organizing festivals is not part of my job description. You really think the Academia could convince me otherwise? You've got a point. Well, could you at least take a look at the final explosion? Explosion? Yep, the candy tower I designed for is going to hit the flower carriage at the designated time and explode into pieces, shooting candy in all directions. Not the dangerous kind of explosion, though. It's supposed to look like fireworks. I consulted a bunch of food engineering papers, so it's completely safe. The candy is soft, and the packaging is smooth as silk flower fabric. Excuse me. Once I receive the secret signal, Merak will activate the mechanism from afar. That way I can make sure the explosion goes off at the right time and place. And when is that supposed to be? When the Dendro Archon passes by the flower carriage, once we receive the signal, we'll launch it and kaboom! Don't forget to factor in the object's trajectory and the humidity level. Already done. The mechanism inside the candy tower controls for these factors. The plan is completely foolproof.
Okay, so that's what all this was about?
You had your mind set on a very different interpretation.
Well, about that.
It's alright, let me explain. The ability to see into the future. That's incredible. Fascinating. You formulated a hypothesis based on your interpretation of the gem's abilities, yet the results failed to corroborate it. Perhaps this calls for a different postulation.
Maybe you could dumb that down a little.
You assumed you were seeing the future, but what if you were actually seeing the past?
The past?
Jahangir said this was the second time this wind generator broke down. Mechanical failures of that nature come with predictable consequences. His lack of surprise suggests something similar happened in the past. As for the falling crates, during a busy time like the Subceres Festival, people often stack their crates on both sides of the street, likely leading to similar accidents. Seeing people have a private conversation in a secluded place is even more common. So you're saying we just happened to witness events that occurred before? It's easy for mundane events to appear special. So either you can predict the future and make it deviate off course, or you happen to witness the past. Yeah, the second option seems a bit easier to swallow. And that's not why I brought it up. I was simply trying to offer a change of perspective.
Well, it does explain what we saw.
The conditions and actions required to trigger the power are still unclear. If you plan to investigate further, you should pay attention to the two factors. Speaking of a change of perspective, maybe you were the one that scared Merak off. An ingenious thought, if Merak and I had ever met before. Yeah, Merak should be used to you, especially after I programmed it to recognize your voice. Something else must have happened.
Kaveh, if Merak is missing, what's that thing coming toward us right now?
Oh, there you are. So... Merak? Where have you been? Beep beep. You went to look for more coffee beans because the shop is out of stock? Hey, if they're out, they're out. You don't have to go that far. Merak sure is persistent.
Candice, something on your mind?
I was just thinking about Mr. Al-Haytham's theory. It makes sense until we factor in the robbery in the desert.
Huh.
Oh, so maybe you can see the past and the other one sees the future? Fluffy tail. Oh, you're all here. Something wrong? You look troubled. Just trying to work through some mysteries. Oh, right. It's almost time for our meeting. We'll catch you up on the way. I'm needed at the House of Dana. See you later.
Yep, bye-bye!
Huh? Actually, have I finished this? Nope, almost. Oh. Nice of you to finally show up. All young and capable, and yet none of you could get here before a senior such as myself. Apologies, Madame Faruzan. We, got caught up in a discussion. A discussion more important than the candy tower. Finding a suitable material for the candy, that was supposed to be the priority. Or we might not make it in time for the parade. Oh, it's like a little, a little carriage model. Well, did you figure something out? Yes, it took me several dozen papers, but I got it in the end. Well, at least you young people work fast. Alright, now's no time to slack off. We need to focus, or we still might not make it in time. You're right. We should leave the other case to Sai now. There's not much we can do from here anyway. Well, then let's get to it. Don't make me order you around like the like little kids. Oh, and Kave, you wanted the mechanism to simulate the parade, right? I finished it. Already? That's amazing. Nothing, no more difficult than Haravat's standard curriculum 100 years ago. Here, let me know if it works. Thank you so much, Madame Faruzan. Traveler, mind helping me test this out? I need to observe the carriage to make adjustments to the candy tower. Sure, leave it to me. Whoa. Oh, what? While the flower carriage is in motion, you can change its route to avoid obstacles. The flower carriage will lose HP when it hits any obstacles, and if the HP is depleted, you'll fail the challenge. Additionally, collect as many flowers as possible to fulfill the score requirements. Alright. It's an interesting travel route for a flower carriage. Why are there so many pots on this road? Perfect. Pure perfection. Oh, not bad. Looks like a successful simulation. Thanks to you two, I already have a pretty good idea of how the tower should look. Alright, now it's time for the production phase. Go ahead and sketch out the design. We'll deal with the candy part. Where are Koli and Dia? They've been at Miss Dunyerzad's house for the past couple days, working on candy decorations. I'm sure they have it under control.
Oh wait, now that you mention it, why aren't we meeting in the city? Wouldn't that be more convenient?
Because we'd be right under the Dendro Archon's nose. It would be too easy to run into her, just like this. Being further away from Sumeru City means our chances of getting caught are lower, but not zero. The last thing we want is for the Dendro Archon to discover the surprise. Huh? What's going on here? I thought I had just heard my name. Swift actions, huh? Kave? Madame Faruzan? You call this a design? What possessed you to use that kind of material for the roof? Oh, I play along. This design overturns centuries of Sumeru architectural tradition. The Dendro Archon would be devastated if she saw it. Oh, yes, right. I mean, just look at the facade. Completely unacceptable. I'm sure you can come up with a new design in a few days, right? Of course, I'll get something to you first thing tomorrow. Oh, so it was a conversation about architecture. I think innovation can be a good thing. Don't mind us, Archon. Kave is an intelligent young man. He just goes overboard sometimes. Really lets his imagination run wild. Don't worry, it's a simple fix. I see. Nothing to worry about. He'll revise the design right away. Alright, if you say so. Still, I'd be happy to take a look at the plans. I might be able to give some pointers. Oh? Is this not a good time? Well, about that. They all look extremely uncomfortable. Are they afraid to show me their work? Or embarrassed to talk about the problem? The plans. Oh, I almost forgot. My friend has them. That guy's always causing trouble. I'll fetch them in a bit. They're definitely up to something. Doot. Oh hey, Nilu. Huh? Save us now! There, right here, please. Ah! Archon. Oh, Nilu, did you need something? Yes, I've been looking all over for you. The folks at Zubair Theater had some questions about the program for the Observers Festival. Thumbs up. Oh, then I'll head over right away. Thank you for coming all this way, Nilu. No, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to pay a visit. It's no trouble. I've had a lot of free time lately. I heard things were getting lively at Port Ormos, so I decided to come take a look. Well, I guess we should head back, Nilu. See you all some other time. Sorry, Wink.
That was too close.
Sorry for yelling just now, Kave. Don't worry, I have nothing but absolute confidence in your design. I don't make a habit of speaking like that to a capable junior. It's alright, I understand. Oh, Kave, by the way, you're gonna give him a heart attack. Hop to it, Kave, we need those plans. Do I really need to watch you do the revisions to get this done? I'm going. Oh, I just wanted to say, you can always come to me if you ever need guidance or help with anything. Don't worry, Archon. This is all under control. Uh-huh. Bye-bye. I still find you all suspicious. I won't forget this. Take care, Archon.
Hyman's heart can't take much more of this.
Let's move our meeting spot to Party DI, and just in case. Port Ormos was a good choice in terms of location, but we forgot to factor in the festivities. Should we go now? I think that's the best choice. Kave can focus on designing the candy tower, and the rest of us will transport the materials. Don't worry, Kave. I'll support you no matter what design you come up with. Thanks. Madame Farazan said she doesn't normally yell at her juniors, but I feel like I just got a glimpse of a true senior researcher. Even though there's nothing senior about her appearance. Eh? When your senior is Miku Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku. Alright, it's decided. Let's meet tomorrow at Party DI. Am I pronouncing that right? Give her sweetness complete. He's just mulling it over. Wait until the following morning, 8 to 10. Boom, 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 boom. Got that all cleaned up. Sorry if you hear that, I've been drinking some water.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Ad Astra...
Okay. Is it just me, or has this event kind of been going by fast? Could have sworn stuff like this is actually a lot more involved. Maybe it's because I'm doing it last minute.
Tea parties are a...
Time to meet up with everyone again. We need to go to Party's DI. Come on, let's go check out how the preparations are going.
Let me think for a second.
Oh, she was missing health from when I fell. I remember now. Party DI. It's down here.
Maybe she overslept.
I don't know. That has never happened before. Did anyone see her on the way here?
We're here! What's got you all looking so worried?
I'm looking for Dia? Oh no, Nilu. Miss Nilu isn't here yet.
Oh! Maybe she's just running late.
That's not like her. She's come early to every other time we've met. Besides, Sino went to the Grand Bazaar to meet up with everyone before the meeting.
But I was told she had left first thing this morning.
And now Sino's here, but Nilu's still nowhere to be found.
That's exactly why we're worried. It's also raining.
We interrogated the people in charge of the caravan on the day of the incident. But they were technically the victims of the case, and all their goods were lost, so there was no evidence to investigate. Their goods are certainly suspicious, but until we recover them, all we can do is to observe the caravan under the guise of protection. We contacted the original seller of the gem. Apparently, he sold the other half to a young man in the desert, but that's all he could tell us.
So, to summarize, the location of the hazardous materials and the second gem are a complete mystery. Now Nilu is missing as well.
Wait, you think Nilu's disappearance is connected to all this?
We're still not sure if the three events are connected, but if they are, it would probably have something to do with Nilu's Dance of Sepserus. The dance is a key part of the festival. If someone was trying to sabotage the celebrations, Nilu would be a natural target.
Traveler, Candice, there's no time to waste. Let's try to follow her trail. Tainari, can you stay back and explain the situation to everyone when they arrive?
Of course. It's still possible Nilu was simply held up by something urgent. I'll wait here.
Let's start with the
I'm sorry to cut off your line. Are we going over here?
The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing there can only be one sun.
If there were two, we would have much, much bigger problems.
Mr. Zubair!
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
We're looking for Nilu. Do you know where she is?
Nilu. She left bright and early this morning. Said she had to help out a friend.
Was she by herself? And did you happen to see which gate she used to leave the city?
Well, she definitely left alone. As for the direction, I think she left through the gate to the north.
So, the complete opposite direction of Pardis Di.
Did something happen? This is no time for practical jokes, you know.
Mr. Zubair, could you send word to Pardis Di if Nilu comes back to the Grand Bazaar?
Of course. I'm sure she just got caught up in something. Still, let me know if you find her.
We will. All right. Let's leave through the north gate and see what we can find.
Going up here. There's like a little... this thing. Flower carriage calmly awaiting the arrival of the Archon. It is itself a symbol of the splendid atmosphere of Sub-Zero's festival. Sitting on the carriage's swing, rocking back and forth. It's almost as if one can hear the laughter of people passing by. Smell the fragrance of the flowers filling the sky. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out before I go to this thing. Because I've seen that on the map like a bunch of times, but I've never really like paid it any mind. Oh shoot, a common chest.
What a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy.
Never found that chest before. Alright, where is it? It's further down. Maybe I should deal with this first.
The show begins!
Into it!
Miss Navita, have you seen Nilu this morning?
Nilu? Oh yes, I saw her head out of the city. She was wearing the prettiest outfit.
Which way did she go?
That way, I believe.
To the
Was
right.
there anyone following her? Did everything look okay?
I mean, it looked like she was in a good mood. She even stopped to say hello. And no, I didn't see anyone else.
All right. Thank you. Excuse me. Have any of you seen Miss Nilu from Zubair Theater come this way?
Yes, General. I saw Miss Nilu cross the bridge after leaving the city this morning. There was a man waiting for her on the other side.
Oh.
Wait, could that be the person who bought the second gem?
Did you see the man's face?
Unfortunately, no. He was too far away.
Understood. If she comes back this way, tell her to find me at Pardis Di.
Yes, General.
Let's keep going.
Like, is it just me, or does he sound like a little bit more, like, either gruff or aggressive than usual?
The trail ends here. There's no one else we can ask for clues.
There are intersecting sets of footprints on the ground. We could try tracking them. We could try tracking some of them.
With this many traces, it's easy to get mixed up. Let me take a closer look.
Wait, that figure, it's... Excuse me for a moment, you two.
Sure. We'll continue analyzing the footprints over here.
Tell us right away if you find anything. Eek! It's the nice golden Nara. Arasaka must hide.
Why would you need to hide? We're friends, aren't we?
Friends? Arasaka's friends with the golden Nara, but Arapasan said Arasaka can't talk to too many people right now.
Oh, why?
He thinks Arasaka will let everything slip by accident. Eek! Arasaka shouldn't say anymore.
Let things slip, huh? Okay, we just have one question. Did you see a girl walk by?
A Nara with red hair. A red Nara who's pretty like a Patisara? Yes, Arasaka saw that Nara.
Really? Which way did she go?
She went towards the messy pile of rocks with another Nara, but Arasaka doesn't know them.
A messy pile of rocks?
Probably the ruins near the fane of Ashvata?
Oh, that makes sense! Thank you, Arasaka.
Arasaka's happy to help the kind golden Nara. Kind golden Nara has helped Arasaka in the past.
Arasaka, about the other thing you mentioned.
Eek! Arasaka doesn't know anything. Arasaka won't say anything else.
Well, guess that ends this conversation.
Maybe they have a surprise prepared too.
Well, let's tell Sino and Candice what we learned.
The fane of Ashwata?
The footprints lead in that direction as well.
Where did you get this information?
We were tipped off by some friends. We can vouch for the information.
Alright, I trust you.
Let's go after them. Hopefully,
Another vision?
Yes, but this time I only heard faint voices. What'd they say? Sound like two people having a conversation. There was someone asking, will she find out? And something about following the tracks.
Was Nilu one of the voices?
I couldn't tell. The voices are too muffled.
Let's head towards the ruins for now. The vision could mean we're on the right track.
Let's go, Twirly!
Is it lower or is it higher? Oh, there it is.
We should be getting close.
This area is usually full of treasure hoarders. Nilo could be in danger.
Look, over there. It is her.
It's Nilo! Hey!
I don't think she can hear us. We're too far away.
Come on, let's go!
You keep draining it even when I'm flying? What? Wow, I can't believe we walked this far already. We should be getting close, right?
Nilo!
Huh?
Nilo! We knew there'd be a bad guy with you! Leave her alone, you... Huh?
Oh, this guy. By bad guy, do you mean me?
What are you doing here?
Am I not supposed to be here? What are you guys doing here?
Can't we stick to one question at a time? Oh, wait, that one doesn't count.
What dreadful cacophony!
Oh,
Are we not allowed
Sarouche?
quiet
What?
place to practice?
Wait, what's going on here?
Sarouche!
Did Sarouche have a voice?
Ah, Pale Floater. And my Yasnapati!
You know this red floating being?
Excuse you! I, Sarouche, am a noble pari, and the bloom guard of Quarina.
Sarouche is a Pari we met in the Vorukasha Oasis. She's really nice. You just have to get used to the way she talks.
Huh? Mr. Sathos, that item in your on your person. Oh, you mean this cracked Wedjot eye?
So you were the one who bought the other gem.
A Weejat eye.
Weejat.
Pari. Sounds like something I've read about before.
Then you can probably guess what really happened.
Now's not the time for riddles. Everyone in the city is still worried about Nilu.
Worried about me? But I left a message for everyone.
Message? What message?
We never received anything like that.
Don't tell me Rashnu fell asleep halfway there. Again!
Oh, hearing that name, this is all starting to check out.
Who's Rashnu?
The party that's supposed to pass on my message, she did look really tired earlier.
Hold on, let's take this one thing at a time. First, what are you guys doing here?
Well, that explanation starts with the first time I met Sarouche. It's really interesting that they brought Sarouche back for this. Yeah, there they are.
Sarouche, they're here.
I've had enough of these insufferable rascals, wreaking havoc in the desert right and left.
Although Sarouche sounds a lot different than I thought she would sound.
Wake up, Rashnu! We need to teach them a lesson or we'll never get another good night's sleep.
Poor little thing is just absolutely, like, tired. Let me sleep, please. They're literally sleeping while flying. I don't think anything can remedy this.
I'll trap them with my thorns when they pass by, and you can take care of the rest. Perfect! They don't stand a chance. Let's give them a taste of sheer terror!
Oh, I see what's going on here.
What in the... thorns?
Boss, the wagon is stuck!
Huh?
Now!
Fire! Oh shoot, I'm actually doing something. Sarouche can borrow the power of the Nirida fruits to destroy merchant carts. Sarouche can throw an unlimited number of fruits during this operation.
Behold my might!
Wait, which one is it? This one?
Careful, Sarouche! Don't get too low.
Bombs! There are bombs falling from the sky!
Ah! Huh. Perish, you scoundrels!
What did they do? Probably what they're bringing or something. They probably had enough, don't you think?
Who might you be?
The name's Sathos. I was on a walk when I heard the commotion, so I came to check it out. Since you already destroyed their goods, I'd say you can stop here. These kinds of situations can easily get out of hand.
Brazen youth! Have you any idea to whom you speak?
Brazen youth. The Bloom Guard, Sarouche, renowned among the party. All children of the desert know your name.
So you're not entirely ignorant after all. Fine, I'm willing to call it a day. But if those scoundrels continue to disrupt the peace of this land, I will show no mercy!
The two of us really hit it off after that, so I became her guide in Sumer City.
You really can get along with anyone, huh?
Sethos fulfilled his duty well. I have come here for a monumental task.
What task?
I heard Lesser Lord Kusanali is currently celebrating her birthday in the city. As her familiars, the Pari have decided to bestow upon her a special gift. As decided by Elder Zervin, the Bloomguard of the Pari, that would be me, will present the Dance of Sebzerus to Lesser Lord Kusanali, a tradition passed down over the centuries.
I told Sarush the dancer was already decided, but she insisted on meeting Nilo in person.
Good thing I did. How was I to know the current version is nothing like the original?
Well, there are bound to be changes over the centuries.
I was so excited to see the original version, I begged Miss Sarush to teach me. It's such a rare opportunity. If I present this special version at the Sebzerus Festival, I'm sure the Dendro Archon will love it, and all the spectators too.
I appreciated young Nilu's determination, so I invited her here to practice in peace.
Oh, so that's what happened. Feels like we've been chasing bad guys for days, but in the end, there were no bad guys at all. It was all for a heated surprise.
Hold on, don't forget about the guys with the fireworks. You still haven't figured out what they were up to. Wreaking havoc in the desert, trying to turn a profit by illegally excavating ruins and tombs. That's my guess.
That would explain why they chose a remote path away from Aru village. They're lucky you didn't catch them in the act.
A few moments with me and they'd be begging for their days of baking in the hot sun.
Okay, remind Paimon not to get on Candace's bad side.
By the way, Miss Candice, I noticed you're carrying the other half of the Wijat Eye. Eye.
What exactly is this thing?
It was a gift from King Deshret to Lesser Lord Kusanali.
It probably belonged to the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, actually, but given what happened to Irminsul. That's right. So you've read the legend too?
I only know the basics. I never thought these two gems could be connected to the relic from the legend.
I only bought the gem because it seemed like something special. Seemed like there was something special about it. The legend didn't come into play until I checked until I checked certain texts back at the Temple of Silence. Legend has it that King Deshret and the Goddess of Flowers, Lady Malikata, both prepared surprise gifts for Lesser Lord Kusanali during the first Sebzerus festival. They scattered candy along the path to lead her toward the site of the banquet. Eventually she arrived at the lake, where she heard the sound of music. Lord Al-Amar was plucking the strings of an instrument, while Lady Malikata performed a beautiful dance. Together, the two extended their heartfelt wishes to their dear friend, and each bestowed upon her a precious gift. Lady Malikata gave her the Kavarena to protect the rainforest, and Lord Al-Amar gave her the Wijat Eye to record the moments they shared together.
But the Wijat Eye was lost after the cataclysm in Conria, buried deep beneath the sands.
And Lesser Lord Kusanali turned the Quarina into a divine bird, tasked with guarding the border between new birth and death, until the bird shattered into pieces and gave rise to the Pari.
Oh, that's interesting.
So Candace actually saw things recorded by the Wijat Eye.
I was definitely surprised it still had the power to record events after all this time. Its power seems to only resonate with people of Al-Amar, also known as descendants of King Deshret. Despite the damage, it still holds many scenes from the past. The faint voices I heard earlier, could it actually have been Lord Al-Amar and the Goddess of Flowers? What do you plan to do with the two pieces of the eye? If you don't mind, I'd like to place them under the custody of the Temple of Silence. I agree with that decision.
Technically, the eye belongs to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Why don't you just give it back?
That's what I was thinking too, honestly. I'm not sure that would be wise. Even if she remembers the story, I fear all that remains in this fragmented piece of memory is grief. A record of sad memories. As Nahida's friend, I don't want her to feel sad on her birthday.
I don't fully understand your reasoning, but if this is the decision of the group, as well as my Yasnapati, then I shall object no further. Well, are you going to let me teach the girl the Dance of Sub-Zeros, or do you intend to drag this on incessantly?
She's got a point. Now that we know it was all a false alarm, let's go back and tell everyone what happened. They're probably worried.
I'll tell the other Matra to keep an eye out for that caravan. If we find evidence of any misconduct, we won't let them off lightly.
I guess I'll stay here then. There's a bunch of monsters nearby, so it's always good to have someone stand guard. Sorry to make you worry, everyone. I'll head back and help once I'm done learning this dance. Dang, you learned pretty fast, actually.
Focus! No more distractions! Now, follow along!
Yes, Master Sorouche.
Watch closely. 1 and 2 and...
1 and 2 and... Alright, where are we headed now? Down here.
Let's go, Twirly!
You're finally back. I was so worried. I was this close to sending some mercs after you. Nothing bad happened, right?
Nope, it was all just a misunderstanding.
That's a relief. I'm glad it's all taken care of.
How are the preparations going?
Well, Kafe's diagram is done. It looked like you pulled an all-nighter to finish it, so he went home to sleep. We built the frame of the tower while you were gone.
I think I'll check it over later, though. We were so worried about you all. It was kind of hard to focus.
In any case, there's not much left to do. If we all work together, we'll be done in no time.
Great! We don't have to worry about missing the parade!
Speaking of the parade, could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Anytime. The Academia wants the representatives from each of the Darshan to nominate someone to serve as the Knight of Flowers for the parade. After some discussion, we all agreed that you would be the best person for the job. What do you think? It would be my honor. Great. You're the hero of Sumeru and a personal friend of the Danger Archon. We all thought you were the best candidate. Make sure you knock it out of the park. Hey, don't stress her out. Wait, aren't you also in the parade this time, Candice? You're playing the Tonber, right? Yes, I'm providing the background music for Miss Neela's dance.
Whoa, Paimon's never heard you play music before!
If you like it, you're welcome in our village anytime. I'm more than happy to lull you to sleep. Looking forward to it.
Actually, I have a favor to ask as well. These are the decorations for the flower carriage. Could you bring them to the Sanctuary of Surasthana and hang them on the carriage? Oh, it would mean a lot to have the Knight of Flowers personally decorated.
My pleasure.
You can count on us!
Everyone splits up the remaining tasks. The anticipation for the festival makes for quick work. Before you know it, the sun is set and everyone breaks for the night.
We're done. Now we just have to go to the Sanctuary of Surasthana and hang the decorations on the flower carriage. Huh. Wonder what the sanctuary looks like the night before the festival. Let's go check it out.
Okay, so we were going here anyway. Leave that with a little bit. Is it actually higher up than I thought it was? I kind of thought it was in that clearing. Whoa. Can I sit here? I can. What the heck is that noise? Here, hold on. Do I not have her set up and on team? Weird.
to broaden our horizons again.
I have high hopes for this journey.
Swing, swing. Ooh.
That should be good. All we need to do now is wait for the parade tomorrow.
Wait. All the preparations are done. Wait until the parade tomorrow? Wait until tomorrow. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Everyone's been avoiding me lately. They're acting squirrely, like they're hiding something. Squirrels. I have to get down to the bottom of this after the parade. I have to get to the bottom of this after the parade. But first, birthday celebrations with delicious candy, a beautiful flower carriage, and sorry to keep you waiting, dear Archon. Time to head out, dear Knight of Flowers. Oh, that's cute. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It was my birthday. The Knight of Flowers and their attendants found me. Archon, we finally found you. The people can't wait to meet you. Man, I wish this was voiced so bad. As the Subserus festival began, everyone smiled and gathered around me.
Are those Parisaras?
Everyone prepared a bunch of surprises for me. Candy exploded in all directions like dazzling fireworks. Ready? 3, 2, 1. A bird suddenly appeared. And in that moment, the world erupted in brilliant color. Actually, I have a surprise of my own. Come on out. She brought the Aranara? It was a big one. Ah, so it was just a dream. When I woke up, I was riding in a flower carriage. It felt just like a dream. Never had I witnessed a more perfect day. The parade of the flower carriage has concluded without a hitch. You all return to Party DI. Man, I feel like that would have been so wonderful if it had voice acting. Here's to a successful birthday surprise. I could have sworn that the carriage was going to get hit with a rocket, not a giant bird. Cheers. Ha, I knew it. I knew you had it in you. Kave, you truly are a genius architect. You went in the opposite direction. Madame Farazan, I think you might have had a little too much to drink. She hasn't been able to contain her excitement since she saw the candy tower hit the flower carriage. I even saw her sneak a few extra drinks just now. Hey, we all deserve to loosen up once in a while. That's what festivities are for. By the way, Candice, your playing was amazing out there. How come you've never shown us before? Oh, it's just something I do in passing. When the night watch is calm and the stars are out, I like to play a few tunes to pass the time. You're saying the stars in the sky get to hear you play more than us? No fair. Honestly, I think Miss Nilou's dancing was the real star of the event. Wait, when did this become about me? I see, so the Ouija Eye is now under the custody of the Temple of Silence. You can borrow it for research if you want. No need. Certain objects merely represent a period of history. Once the events they exemplify are brought to light, there's little value in further study. Huh. I thought you'd at least want to see it. A legendary gem like that is sure to be a wonder to behold. Couldn't hurt to take a look. I'm not about to make the trip to the Temple of Silence for that. It's too far. You and your hermit tendencies, I swear. Although, if someone ever brings it to the Academia for appraisal and certification, I wouldn't mind taking a look.
On that topic, I wonder how much it's worth.
I've never really thought about it. It's kind of like an ancient palace. In a way, not many people are going to break off a piece of the wall and send it for appraisal. That actually sounds like something my Darshan would do. I've heard some of the underclassmen have quite a sense of curiosity. Well, if that does happen, write a report and send it to my office. Huh? Is that a protocol or something? No, I just like to know when interesting things are brought back to the Academia. I might want to check it out. Why did I even bother asking? I should just keep my mouth shut. Interesting. You take reports as a sort of alarm clock system.
An alarm? Yes, that's what I heard just now. Dear friends, a critical moment has arrived.
What? Wait, I didn't hear anything. It's not like the Hermanubis would call on you, not me.
It is time to come together and play genius in...
No. Is that Kole calling me? Sorry, I gotta go. Genius invocation this, just genius invocation that. When's Kole gonna give me an excuse to leave? Everyone seems to be having a lot of fun. What about you? Are you having fun? Yeah, I just know that this will be the most unforgettable birthday I'll ever have.
Great Archon! You have a long life ahead of you. Isn't it too early to draw such a conclusion?
Not at all. Sometimes a single moment is all it takes to know you'll remember something for the rest of your life. Your name's Sarush, right? Would you and your friends ever consider coming to live in Sumeru City?
Thank you for your kindness, Great Archon. But we Pari have our own duties, and we find the city a bit too noisy.
Is that so? If you spend more time among people, you might start to enjoy the commotion.
Well, that's also true. I have fond memories of my adventures with Pale Floater and my Yasnapati.
Really? Paimon's happy to hear that. It felt like this Sub-Zero's festival had surprises for everyone.
I had some surprises for myself from this.
When you called out the Aranara, Paimon nearly fell out of the sky in shock.
I'm glad you liked it. I told them to stay hidden so no one knew it was coming.
No wonder Arasaka was so flustered. He was trying to keep it a secret. Oh, Paimon's sure everyone in Sumeru loved the surprise. It felt like a dream.
A dream, huh? Maybe all of this was a dream. Oh.
Nishida?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering if this whole thing might be a dream. Then we should do our best to remember it. Huh? Let's capture this moment forever, so that even if we wake up, this moment will never be lost. That must be what all Amar wanted when he gave Rukkhadevata the Ouija eye. Even though we don't have anything that powerful, we still have our own way to stop time. But how can we do that? Camera? Yeah. Alright, everyone, closer together. Please. People on the left, make some room. Someone is stepping on my shoe. Ah, sorry, Madame Farozan. There's not a lot of space.
Tail floater! This spot is reserved for the mighty Pari.
Paimon's the only one allowed to float next to her.
So that's what you meant. A picture. I never thought about it that way before. From now on, every time you look at the photo, you'll remember the joy of this moment. I don't have experience with this kind of stuff, but I trust you. I believe with all my heart that time will stop for us in this moment. Get in the picture, Gave. Just need to set the timer and we're good. Everyone ready? In 3, 2, 1... Do we get to keep this as a picture? I really hope we do. Doing the piece. He's got his cards out. Chromatic Ode to Candies. It's over, is basically what it's saying. Oh, thank goodness we get to keep it. That's cute. And that is that. Ah, man, that was such a cute little event. Though, like I said, I really wish it could have been like voiced and everything, but you know, you can't avoid some things like this. It would be nice if like maybe Genshin did something like, let's say like after I don't even remember if it's a strike or something, but like maybe after the strike, like if they uploaded the cutscenes to YouTube or something with full voice acting, that'd be really cool of them. But it's Genshin, so you know they won't go like above and beyond like that for the players. But since that's pretty much it, I think that'll be it for today. Because, well, I don't think I have anything else to do. If I start the Archon quest, I don't think I'd be able to get that far today. And I also have heard, and I don't know for sure, I heard that some parts of the Archon quest might not be voice acted yet. So I'm kind of hoping to maybe wait that out just a bit. Hopefully the stuff with the strike and negotiations, like, that stuff gets sorted out, and then maybe they could go back and like dub it through. I don't know for sure, because stuff like that takes a long time, and like I'm not trying to like stall hoping for something that won't happen, but we'll see. I'll probably be doing the Archon quest a bit later from now, but I'll look into some things. Expect Undertale Yellow next. I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that next. What else do I have to do? I got a couple games actually. Got Crypt of the Necrodancer, I think is what it's called. And where is it? Crypt of the Necrodancer. That'll be something I've been wanting to play for a while. And, well, a couple other things. With October over, it doesn't have to be strictly like horror themed. So I have a couple things I can go back to playing. I don't think there was an update for Zenless Zone Zero recently, so I might go back into that for just a bit, but we'll see what happens. Alright, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope you have a good night, afternoon, wherever you are, And I'll see you guys next time. Later.